Good afternoon, everybody. It's your boy 3 Stacks representing the squad today, and I'm gonna go over the young Zins. They got some new support. It was enough to like push them up by probably another place in the top decks. So they looking pretty good right now. They've been running strong ever since they came out. They honestly they were a sleeper deck, and then people started running the metaphors, and everybody's like Yang Zins all over the place. But on me, I've run them pure since the deck came out. I would never change it. I just respect them. I love them a lot, so I just like them as a pure deck. So I'm gonna show you guys my build. It's basically it's synchro control, but I run 3 light and 3 darkness. These two are the best. They're the best Yang Zin monsters in the deck. They're the only tuners, and both of their effects are just super on point. Jiao is more on point than you would even realize, because this deck can't first turn synchro without him. Like, it really can't. So MVP him. Then 3 fire. Fire, really, he's just a level 4 at 1900. He can make your synchros beater, but I prefer not to sync with him, because I'd rather my monster be able to protect itself from being destroyed by battle altogether than give it that little boost. So I much prefer to synchro using earth and also using water, because if your synchro monster can be destroyed by battle and then it's unaffected by traps, like the only things you would have to worry about is spells and monster effects. So you want to try to fit your synchro summon, try to fit wind. So these are like the best immunities right here, having your monster unaffected by spells and traps, can be destroyed by battle. And you can flip skill drain as an auto win. You can make Xiao Fang, or you can just negate their monster effects with strikes and 9 pillars, stuff like that. So it's pretty easy to get like a lockdown once you make a boss synchro monster. Then 1 secret and 1 treasure. That's it for the monsters. It's pretty much standard. If this was Metaphor Yang Zin, the monster lineup probably would still be somewhere around this. And then we got spells, triple path. Path is pretty dope. it's pretty dope, because you burn out so fast. Like, everything comes from the deck, so being able to cycle all your targets, make your synchros continually be strong. Because like, if let's say you run out of water, for example, then you can never synchro summon with water, and you can never make a synchro monster unaffected by traps. So having path helps you to keep making stronger synchros. And then 2 dark hole and 2 twin twisters. I would main Raigeki, but I only have 1, and it's in my Lavos. But dark hole is really good for this deck, because it doesn't hurt it, and sometimes like there's a certain Yang Zin that you're looking for, like light, or maybe you just want fire for that 1900, so you just dark hole, clear the board, and then get out your guy. For traps, 3 creation. Creation's pretty sick with it. Like, this is the most lit trap in the whole deck. It's lit. I'm not lying to you. No over exaggeration. Creation is lit. It doesn't miss timing. So for example, like if you summon a monster and it gets bottomless, creation doesn't miss timing. If you play something like Solemn Strike on your opponent Solemn Strikes your monster, creation doesn't miss timing. It's lit. 3 9 pillars and 3 strikes. In addition to the strikes, now that we got 9 pillars, it just makes the deck that much more control-y, you could say it like that. I do like my traps. Like, I'm a trap dude all day, 24/7. I just like traps because the idea is, if you can play Yu-Gi-Oh, you don't want your opponent to be able to do what he wants to do. And 2 floodgate, 1 grand horn, solemn warning, bottomless, torrential, vanities, and skill drain. These is cold lockdowns. If you get your starter spark, you can just protect these from being destroyed, and it's a cold lock. But of course, you're gonna make sure that you make your starter spark unaffected by traps, so you don't have to worry about skill drain. So skill drain it doesn't hurt any of your monsters. That's another reason why water, you want to keep recycling them, because if you have your synchros unaffected by traps, that includes yours, is broken. 3 brightness, 1 evil, 1 phantom. Xiao Feng is pretty busted himself too. He's like skill drain on legs, and he can skill drain any deck. It just depends what deck you're playing. Yang Zins have access to every single attribute from light, dark, earth, water, wind, fire. Name it, they got it. So any attribute you use to make him when you're synchro summon, that attribute of monsters on your opponent's side, it's just, they can't use that kind of monster. So for example, if you're playing water Mermail, you make him with Bixie. If you're playing like BAs or any kind of dark deck, make him with Jiao. Just like good examples, if you're playing ABC's Blue Eyes, a light deck, make him with Chi Win. So either way, he's skill drain on legs. 1 Dinlong. This guy's pretty sick. I'm really happy we got him. I was excited when I heard about him, and I had to get him right away. He's so good. Like, It doesn't make sense, but I'm glad that we got that support. You know, they still showing love to the Yang Zins because I'm not gonna lie, people were sleeping on them. They weren't really running them like that. But then when they got new support, it's like when a deck gets new support, everybody wants to play it. But then before the new support came, nobody was showing love. So it's kind of like you're not truly faithful to the deck. You didn't really. I'll say it like this: you didn't see the potential of the deck, but then when new support came out, now you want to play it. It's like nah. But Trish and Scarlight, Trishula, if you can make them on your opponent's turn, this is busted. Spark, that cold lockdown I told you about with skill drain and vanities. BLs, cause he's so good. Crystal Wing and Clear Wing, Black Rose, Armades, and Herald. So these four are also really broken when you make them on your opponent's turn. That's another reason why I just choose to run Yang Zins as a control deck because they can synchro summon on your opponent's turn. So like it's just a completely disruptive deck. Like being able to make like this guy Baxia, as soon as your opponent makes board and just shuffle everything back into the deck. It's just so retarded. So yeah, that's it for now, you guys. God bless you. You guys take good care of yourselves. Hopefully you enjoyed this. I appreciate all the love that you guys show. Trust and believe. And I'm not really one to ask for support or for subscribes, but I will for the first time ever. I will ask if you guys could support the channel, show some love. We're gonna get a lot more content on it. I'm sorry I don't upload as often as I could, but I got Wi-Fi at the crib now, so I can do that. But yeah, you guys have a blessed day. Be safe.